A lot of artists seem to think that they're somehow compromising themselves if they pay too much attention to the business end of art, like it's something dirty. If you're one of those people, I'm not going to waste my breath trying to change your mind. But if you're an artist who likes selling your art and is willing to have a little fun with the business end of it, you came to the right video. Okay, here's the situation. You get a text or an email from a guy who bought a painting from you like a year ago. He wants to know if you have any other paintings with that same model. He doesn't remember the name of the painting, and he certainly doesn't remember the name of the model. But you have a database. You can sit down at your computer, and in a few seconds, you can look him up. There he is. There's the name of the painting he bought, and there's the name of the model who's in the painting. Then you can do a quick search in that same database for all the paintings you have of that model that are still available. And then in that same database, you can generate a list of those paintings with the prices, the dimensions, and even an image, and send it to him. And you can do all that in just a couple of minutes. And that is the power of a database, and more specifically, that is the power of Filemaker. When I started out and I was first selling my art, I used to keep the information on everything on pieces of paper. That's all I had. That was information on the artworks, the art I sold, the clients, financial information, everything. But then I got my first computer in like 1981. And soon after that, I got one of the very first database programs for small computers, which was called DBase. It was kind of primitive, but I started using it and I was able to start organizing all that information in the database. But then in the late 80s, Filemaker came along. I think I was on my second Mac by then. I got Filemaker and I fell in love immediately. Okay, so maybe some of you are a little unclear on what a database is. You've never used one, you're not sure how it works or what it does. Let me explain. A database is basically just an organized collection of information. It's a bunch of information in pieces that you can organize in any way that you need and that you can search and you can find stuff easily. The first database I created was a database for my artworks. Okay, every artwork has features about it that make it unique and different from every other artwork, like title, subject, dimensions, subject matter, medium, all that stuff. So I made a list of those features that I wanted to know about every artwork, and I sat down at the computer and I started creating a new database, and I started creating those fields. Title was a field, dimensions was a field, date created was a field, etc., etc. And then once I had created those fields, I could create a new record, and all those fields would come up empty, and I got to fill in the information about the painting I had just created. And voila, I had the beginnings of an artworks database. I did the same process to create a client's database. Then I made another database called transactions. So every time I sold a piece of art, I would put down the date that it sold, the price it sold for, the name of the collector, etc., etc. So that makes it easy to look up anything. I could look up a client and know what he had bought and how much money he had spent, for instance. All that information is right there and easy to access. One of the things that I love about Filemaker is how creative you can be with it. You have all this raw information, but Filemaker allows you to dress it up, output it any way you want. You can make it colorful, you can add designs, you can do anything. So yes, you can turn that dry business of collecting and organizing data into something fun, creative, and really, really useful for your business. And by the way, Filemaker is not paying me. I am not affiliated in any way with the company other than that I love the product and I've been using it for over 30 years. And really, my business could not run without it. So I hope you enjoyed this and I hope it's been valuable. I really would love for you to be able to make your business as an artist more successful and more fun. So usually I end these videos saying, go paint, but today I'm going to say, go check out Filemaker. I think you'll be glad you did. Okay, see you next time.